which can be related to this agenda item number 35A. I'm actually a representative from California Great again. I do the rallies, and I'm a legal counsel for many of our rallies. I have an issue with that I would like to address separately. I believe there is a systemic problem, but I hope that this commission, the people that spoke here today, that their comments get posted into the record. Looking at your minutes, your record just states one person spoke, two persons spoke. Your minutes do not reflect their names or the contents of the comments.
Good point.
Most public agencies do put the comments. It used to be they were fully transcribed. They're going to just a rough draft of the comments, which I don't agree with. I would prefer. But the comments submitted today, especially by many of the folks that came here, should be considered as part of your public meeting process.
Good point.
And their
Good
comments,
point.
hopefully, especially in regards to the very first thing you had, and I know you have a big plate with all the items, but we're very passionate, and the immigration, I hope taken into consideration is the unlawfulness of SB 54.
Yes.
And the understanding that that's an unconstitutional law, and it interferes with federal law, and the rights of the president, and through the Constitution, delivered to the state through the Supremacy Clause, that you must regard first and foremost by federal law. And I hope that's part of this process, where you guys regard in your immigration process. Now, I know you're going to do a lot of town halls, and you're going to have a lot of cranky, angry people there from both sides. But I hope you take into consideration of federal law and the rights of even officers who don't have to comply with an unlawful order. If the law is in violation of federal law, we're asking, and you heard all of us here, we support the rule of law, and we hope in your immigration aspect of your defining project priorities that you're able to include that aspect of the regard of federal law. Okay, I can include that. I had two other comments I'd like to make that I had submitted cards for, should have been part of public comments. I'd like to speak on those, please.
Well, if you'd be brief, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Specifically, as a rally coordinator, I've done over 50 rallies, informal, formal, and we, as you see, we hold up signs, we sing, we have a lot of fun at our events. We've been totally nonviolent. But as the left has increased their violence, we work actively with Los Angeles Police Department, and they are wonderful, amazing. And they tell us, we work with them weeks in advance, the day before, the day of, we coordinate even with the other side sometimes, and they love it. Now, we had an issue with Credit Day, and I believe this is a systemic issue with the sheriff that absolutely must be addressed, because the next year and a half are going to be very contentious. They did send 38 officers to the Cudahy meeting, and they surrounded the building.
Yes.
But they ignored the potential riot 100 feet away on the streets, and not one officer came to our aid. And I see this as a pattern that must be addressed somehow, somewhere. That the officer, LAPD, say we protect your rights. They put officers adjacent to us on Hollywood Boulevard, and they protect our rights. We've been attacked. We've had 15 arrests so far. I've been physically attacked numerous times, and the officers there were to make the arrest. But LA County Sheriff, and they've shown a disdain for our rights. And when one of our people met with the watch commander, he says, "You're on your own." It's inappropriate. The other thing, I guess about the public comments. Please transcribe into the record our comments. We consider this a public meeting. I'm a little worried with the comments at the public meetings, and I've seen other advisory boards. They say, oh, the people said this, and they paraphrase it. You got a big agenda. Rather than doing all, I understand that the size of the agenda, I hope you can consolidate. I see a lot of room for consolidation instead of, I understand the concern of having a large agenda, or all the items you have to deal with, but I can see a lot of things that can't be consolidated.
Yes.
There are similar in some of these issues. So please respect our rights. We ask the sheriffs to be better trained to understand our rights, on all sides, of course.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good
Mr.
job.
Blount, Robert Blount.
Thank you, Matthew. Thank you.
I feel better now.
That was excellent.
You look better.